So here we are, folks. The Phoenix Suns, limping into Philadelphia on a 4-game losing streak. It's been ugly. They're giving up more points on the road than a credit card with no limit. But tonight, I like them. Yeah, you heard me. I like the Suns and the points. Let me tell you why. Kevin Durant, cold-blooded, smooth as silk, just dropped 25, 7, and 7. He's the guy who shows up when the lights are brightest. And then there's Devin Booker, the silent assassin with a flamethrower for a jumper. Together, they shoot 46.7% from the field and 37.6% from deep. That's elite efficiency. Now, Philly. Joel Embiid, a wrecking ball in sneakers. No question about it, the guy's a beast. But the Sixers, let's be honest, they're a one-man band. Dead last in assists, and when Embiid isn't cooking, they're looking like a team stuck in traffic with no map. And don't forget this little nugget. Phoenix is 8-2 in their last 10 against Philly. That's dominance. Philly's ATS record at home, 4-10. They've been burning tickets left and right. And today's AI pick is the Suns plus 3.5. Let Durant and Booker do their thing, and let's cash this ticket. Alright, Game 1 is locked and loaded. Let's keep the momentum rolling, onto Game 2.
Alright, boys and girls, gather round. We got the Portland Trail Blazers strolling into Detroit tonight, and let me tell you, this ain't the kind of shootout you want to brag about. The Blazers, they're struggling, offense ranked 27th, defense barely showing up, and on the road? Forget about it. 4-14 away from home. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Now, let's talk Detroit. Cade Cunningham, the young Don of the Pistons, is doing his thing. The kid just dropped 40 points, 9 assists, like it's nothing. But you know what? Even with his hot hand, this game's got grinded out written all over it. Both these teams play at an average pace, and neither of them's putting up fireworks on a regular night. Look at the trends. Portland? They go under the total in 5 of their last 6 road games. Detroit? 7 of their last 8 as favorites after a home win, also under. The math don't lie. This is gonna be a slog, folks. Missed shots, turnovers, long possessions, it's all pointing one way. And today's AI pick is the under 225.5. Play it smart, play it low, and let's cash in while everyone else is chasing overs. That's how we do it. Now, let's move this along. Game 3's callin'.
Alright, listen up. We've got the Orlando Magic dragging their beat-up roster into the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, to take on the New York Knicks. Now, I know what you're thinking, 11.5 points? That's a lot. But let me paint you a picture. The Magic? They're coming off a game where they couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. 35% shooting. 31% from 3. They scored 18 points in the second quarter last night. 18. And you're telling me this team is gonna waltz into MSG and keep it close? Please. Meanwhile, the Knicks might have dropped 2 straight, but don't let that fool you. Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson. These guys are scoring machines. They've got the second best offensive rating in the league, and are shooting 50% from the field. That's filet mignon, compared to the Magic's canned beans. Now, let's talk trends. The Magic have failed to cover the spread in 7 of their last 8 road games against good teams. The Knicks? They've covered their last 6 as home favorites when their opponents on a back-to-back. And today's AI pick is Knicks, 11.5. The Magic are banged up, tired, and outmatched. This one's gonna be a blowout, folks. Take it to the bank. Alright, that's Game 3. Let's keep the ball rolling. On to Game 4.
Tonight, we've got the San Antonio Spurs heading into the United Center to face the Chicago Bulls. Now, here's the story. The Spurs have been one of the better teams to bet on when they're on the road, covering the spread in 9 of 15 games away from home. Meanwhile, the Bulls, a disappointing 6-11 ATS at home, struggling to perform for the Chicago faithful. Let's talk about the players. Victor Wembanyama, what more can we say? The kid's putting up 25.7 points, 10.7 rebounds, and nearly 4 blocks per game. He's a defensive wall and an offensive nightmare for opponents. On the other side, Nikola Vujovic has been solid for Chicago, averaging a double-double. But the Bulls' defense has been their Achilles heel, giving up 121.3 points per game. Now, let's dig into the trends. The Spurs. They've covered the spread in 7 of their last 8 games as favorites. The Bulls. They failed to cover in 6 straight home games following a win. It's clear who's been more consistent. And today's AI pick is the Spurs 3.5 with Wembanyama leading the charge in the Bulls' defensive issues. This feels like the Spurs game to take. Alright, that's game 4 in the books. Let's keep things moving into game 5.
Let's close out today with the Miami Heat taking on the Sacramento Kings at the Golden One Center. Now, I'll keep it simple. The Heat are a team in disarray. They've dropped 2 straight, including an embarrassing blowout against the Jazz, and they're dealing with the whole Jimmy Butler suspension drama. It's clear the distractions are taking a toll. On the other hand, the Kings are flying high. They're on a 4-game win streak and playing some of their best basketball at home. De'Aaron Fox is unstoppable, averaging nearly 27 points per game, and Domantas Sabonis, a double-double machine who dominates the paint. Let's not forget the trends. Miami has failed to cover the spread in 10 of their last 12 road games, while Sacramento has covered in 4 of their last 5 against the East. The numbers don't lie. And today's AI pick is the Kings 3.5. Sacramento has the momentum, the offense, and the edge to get this done.
Alright, let's run through today's AI picks. We had an action-packed slate, and here's what the system like. Game 1, the Suns 3.5 heading into Philadelphia. Kevin Durant and Devin Booker are set to cook against the struggling 76ers squad. Game 2, the under 225.5 in Portland versus Detroit. Both teams are grinding it out, and we're banking on a low-scoring affair. Game 3, the Knicks 11.5 at home against the Magic. New York's firepower, led by Karl Anthony Towns, looks poised to dominate a depleted Orlando squad. Game 4, Spurs 3.5 against the Bulls. Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs' defensive edge should handle Chicago on the road. Game 5, Kings 3.5 at home against the Heat. Sacramento's offense, combined with Miami's distractions, makes this a solid pick. And there you have it of games, 5 picks. Let's see how this plays out. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you in the next video.